Hi, good morning, friends. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to our first official math lesson using our distance learning. So for today, we're going to be looking at 6.2.3. This is actually a review of what we covered before we went on spring break. And we're going to start with problem 6-93. So if you're looking at CPM, it's this one right here. I can't draw on Chrome, but we're looking at that problem. So this one is asking to write the perimeter for the shape, include each side length in your sum, and they want you to look at how many x's are represented and how many unit lengths are represented in our perimeter. So if this is our shape, we're going to go around and mark up what side length or what each side length is. So this top side length is x. This one is x. This one, do you remember it? That's 1. This is x, x, 1, x, and x. So now that we have them all labeled, we're going to put them together for the perimeter. Do you remember if perimeter is adding or multiplying? It is adding them all together. Yay! Okay, so we're going to add these all together. So I'm going to have, just go around starting from the top. So x plus x plus 1 here plus x plus x plus 1 plus x plus x. Okay, and the question in CPM says for part A, how many x lengths are represented and how many unit lengths? Well, if I color code these, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 x lengths. So remember, if you remember from class, we start by writing the number that we have followed by the type of tile. So we write 6x, and then for our unit lengths, we have 1, 2 units. So then we're going to write, I'm going to make that a little darker, plus 2 units. And this is something called combining like terms. So this is actually your vocab word for today, combining like terms. And we're going to also call this CLT, just so we don't have to say combining like terms all the time. And in your vocab box in your notebook, and I'll send you a picture of what my notebook looks like as well. So this is going to say, this is how we simplify, or this simplifies an expression. And what you do is you put together tiles that look the same. So when we have X tiles, we put the X tiles together. When we have unit tiles, we put the unit tiles together. And that means that we are combining the like terms. So we also did question C for CPM right here. So we're going to move ahead to 6-94. So let me see. I'm going to erase this really quick. It can't be like my smartboard where I can just do like a circle, but my smartboard never worked anyway. And I'll leave up my vocab. Okay, so we're going to look at 6-94 and we're going to look at problem C. So 6-94C. And this one looks like a unit tile with an X tile and an X squared tile. So I'm going to give you a second to write that in your notebook, and I want you to see if you can label all of the side links, and then I will label them in a second. Okay, so I'm going to start labeling them. So for the top, you should have had 1, 1, 1 for our little unit tile. Side here is X, 1, X, X, X. How did you do? I hope you did well. Okay, so same as the last problem, we're going to write out the perimeter. So we're going to add up all the sides, and I'm going to start at the top again. So we have 1 plus X. I'm going to starting here, going around this way. So 1 plus X plus 1 plus X plus X plus X plus 1. Let me make sure you got that correct. So 1, X, 1, X, 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 and 1. Okay, I didn't want to mess it up. And we're going to look at how many X tiles we have, or how many X's there are. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 X's. So if you remember from the last problem, we got to write the number that we have followed by what kind of tile it is. So 4X. And for our units, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So we're going to write plus 4. And what do? We combined like terms. We put together the tiles that are the same. Okay, last problem we're going to look at for today is 6-95. So let me erase this one. And you can always go back and rewind the video if you need more time to write things down in your notebook. But I'm also going to try to give you time as well. Okay, so this is 6-95. We're going to look at problem A. So over here on CPM, we're looking at this problem, which says in problem 6-94, X is a variable that represents a number of units of length. The value of X determines the size of the perimeter and the area of the shape. So we're going to use what we did in 6-94, and we're going to substitute a value for X. So this time we're actually going to get a number for our perimeter. So for part A, X is going to equal 6. And if you remember, our formula for 6-94 was 4X plus 4, the one that we just did. So whenever we see X, I'm going to substitute 6. So I'm going to rewrite this substituting 6 for X. Now that doesn't mean that I just plug it in and say it's 46. That means that we multiply 4 times X plus 4. So 4 times 6 is 24 plus 4. And then if we add those together, we get 28. Okay, I'm going to give you one to try, and I'll give you some time to work it out. So for part B, we're substituting now X equals 2 in our perimeter for X plus 4. So I'll give you a minute to see if you can plug in the value of 2 for X, and we'll see if we get the same answer. Okay, let's see how you got started. So 4 times 2, not 42, plus 4. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 4. So our answer would be 12. Alrighty, so that's what I just wanted to go over with you guys for this lesson. I would also like you to review the math notes in CPM. Make sure that you stay familiar with those tiles, their areas, and their perimeters. Your homework problems are going to be, and I'll write these here. And I'm going to post another video with some homework help, so make sure you find that as well. So for homework, you're going to do 6-96B. So only 6-96B, and that one you're writing the perimeter just like we did and combining like terms. You're also going to do 6-99, which is a licorice problem. I know you guys like those. 3 pieces of licorice divided by 4 people. And then 6-100A only, which is finding all the factors of 24. So I hope that was okay for our first lesson digitally, and I'm going to check to make sure that my sound worked for the entire video. And if you have any questions, make sure that you set up a Calendly with me or email me. I'm totally happy to re-explain things to you. So until next time, Miss Pratty signing off.